Database properties are these columns that we can add to our database to provide context and structure to the page. Think of these as attributes that describe each page in your database. They allow you to track information such as due date, status, priority, assignee, and much more. You can use these properties to filter, sort, group, and search through your data, making databases incredibly powerful for organization purposes. Now, because every database is a page, it comes with this title property. This is the name of your page. You can always click in to change the label here. So we could change this to tasks. And then to add a property, we just hover over where we've got the plus add property, click in, and then we select the property we'd want to add. We always have this suggested section at the top. This is Notion's best guess at what you might want to add. Underneath that, you have your basic types are pretty self-explanatory. Then we have some more advanced property types that we'll discuss later on. And then every database has the option of adding a created time, last edited by time, created by, and last edited by. These are always built into the database, so every time you add them, it's going to automatically populate with those timestamps or who created and last edited the database. And then at the bottom here, we have some external connections to tools that we often use. Again, integrating that flow of information into one place. Now let's go ahead and add a few properties to our database. We'll add date and we'll add status, and then we're going to add a select property. I want to use this for priority. So if I want to edit any of these properties, I can click on the title here. So I'm clicking into select. I can rename this. So I'm going to rename this to priority. And then under add options, I can add my priority options. So I'll click in, I'll add high, medium, and low. As always, I can use the 6 dots to drag and drop the order. And I can also click in to change the colors here. Now, every property has its own settings. You would just click into the title and edit property to access those. You can always change the type. And then underneath, we have some options for filtering, sorting, grouping, hide. So you can hide a property from a database. It doesn't delete it. It's still there, but it's not in view. And then if you want to wrap text or unwrap text, you can do so here. We're going to leave that for now. And I'm going to click into date and change this to due date. Perfect. Under date format and time format, I'm going to choose that is my preference. I'm happy with this, so I'm going to leave that as such. Now, in addition to clicking on a specific property to bring up that property settings, we can click on this settings button next to new. So to do this, we just click in, and this is going to bring up our different settings for the full database view. And if we go to property visibility now, we can see all of our properties here. We can always toggle some items on and off using this eye toggle. You can also drag and drop them around as well. Perfect. So your action task is to go into your personal task database and then add a due date property, a priority property, and a status property. Now, once you've done that, come into your first task, create personal task database. Change the due date to today, change the priority to high, and change the status to done. Now I want you to add a new task by adding a new page to your task database. And we're going to call this create database view. Now for this one, we want to set the due date to tomorrow, whenever tomorrow is for you, based on the time you're watching this video, and we'll set the priority to medium and the status as in progress. Perfect. Once you've done that, your action step is all complete. This lesson has been part of our Navigating Notion series. You will find access to all links and resources in the description below. And if you have any questions at all, please do leave a comment. I'm here to help. If you'd like to continue watching, I recommend this one next.